Hi guys, my name is Manish Kumar, and in today's video we will talk about planning a project with tight timeline. And this is very common problem. Like I'm pretty sure if you guys are playing role of engineering manager or like any project manager, any leadership role, you have either faced it in the past or you might be facing it these days or you will face it in future. This is something which is very common. So basically, what I am trying to put here few points which helps me in past when I went through with these kind of things. So I thought to share with you and get your opinion in comments, or you can send out emails and share what works for you, what not. So let's start. So first thing important in this case is that clearly define the goal and scope. That is very important. Whenever we are planning for a project which has very tight timeline, and tight timeline could be any reason, like for example, competitor is out there, or business has certain commitments, or budget, any reason possible behind it. But what we need to do here, because we have tight timeline, so we need to make sure that our scope is well defined. And there are different techniques, but I think in my experience, Moscow works pretty well in this case. So basically team has or the business has 100 items. These all need to be done. Then discuss, understand and prioritize them. What should be the must have? What should be the should have? What is good and what is want? Or prioritizing into this category, if we can do it data oriented, perfect. If we can say like if you will do this feature, we will hit a new business line and it will give us X dollar of revenue. Perfect. Let's put it in the must category. And if we are just doing it to make our screen look like little cleaner or better, maybe good. So like if we can do more data oriented things, more collaboration, more discussion, asking right questions, that will make or help a lot to actually put the things in right category, into the right bucket. Definitely stick to must have, not to nice haves. You already struggling with the timeline. If you will start spending your time into the nice to have items, you will lose your must have, or at the end your project timeline will be missed. So this is the first and the most important thing, that your goal should be well defined, scope should be defined and aligned across the stakeholders. All stakeholders should be in the agreement with it, team should be in the agreement with it, leadership should be in the agreement with it, and so organization. Once you have a defined goal, you know what work I'm gonna do, what is in my must have category and different categories. Now, the next thing is to identify the team. A lot of organization workings in their silos culture, like they have different departments, different component teams. One team finish their work, then it hand over to another team. If they found an issue, they push it back. Lot of collaboration needed. In a huge leadership effort goes into that collaboration. You might have to develop new tools for collaboration. You might have to do a lot of hand holding, following up with the peoples, ton of involvement, and that results into annoyance also on the floor. And no matter how much collaboration you will do, if the teams are working in silos, at the end your timeline will miss. So the second items comes here is assemble a focused and a cross-functional team. I have another video for talk about like to get detail of cross-functional details. So I'm not going too much into that. I'm expecting you guys might have already seen it. So basically, get people with the right or necessary skill set for the work and avoid any dependency outside of the team. If sometime leadership is not in agreement or sometime team is not in agreement because they are happy or they are used to with that culture, they don't want to break it, start doing a little POC. Just have a small team, spin up a small team, run it for some kind of, small work item, or show them like, see, that's the results. Once you will have them realize the value of it, I'm pretty sure they will be convinced with it, because at the end, everyone want to achieve the goal. So now you have a defined, well-defined, prioritized work or scope. You have a cross-functional team in place. Then the third thing comes here is plan. What we gonna do, roadmap. What we gonna do in first sprint or week or month, whatever duration you are planning for. You put that right bricks in the right order on a plan. The key here is that leadership should not own the plan. Team should own the plan. It's a team plan. They have to execute it. After 1 month, they will deliver these five capabilities. So if they are not owning it, someone from leadership is just making that plan, telling them go in this month, finish it. I'm telling you that will never happen. Because once team own the plan, team understand it better, team works hard to achieve it, and most important is communicate well whenever any surprise pops up. Comes up with the approach, how can we mitigate that risk? So basically, team should own the plan, team should contribute to make plan, and leadership should set a vision clearly. They should tell. For example, they should make team aware that we have very tight timeline. Business has certain commitments, or we have a competitor out there. Just make them aware, keeping yourself within the policies. Make sure whatever the confidential information, bring it into the right words, feed it in the right ways, but set a vision. Tell them all the branches of it. Make them aware what is the importance of this work if we do it. What are the losses if we miss this? And let them make the plan and own the plan. Now, once team has the plan, the next important thing comes is like the risk. Mitigate risk early. Work with your team. Figure out what are the possible risks you see to deliver this project success. What do you think can be delay this? And understand all the risk and work with the team to identify how can we mitigate it. Sometime if it is uh, like you have to plan some additional support for team. Okay, perfect. Let me pull out some people from other place for you. Or sometime it could be the quality. Bring early into the testing phase. Do the right things, whatever suits for your project. But the goal is identify risk and mitigate them as early as possible. And the second here is the short and the critical path. That is also very important point. That if you can, you have step one, step two, step three, certain steps in a order to finish the task. And if you can find the legs and you can remove those legs, that will be the best thing you can do. If step two, step three can go in parallel, do it. Don't keep one thing for the later phase. Do the overlapping things. Do the run multiple items running in parallel, because that is very important in terms of like tight timeline. So, guys, if you know, if you clearly define the goal, scope, you prioritize the work items, put the right set of items in right bucket, you properly define or assemble your cross-functional team, and team own the plan. It's not just coming from some leadership and team has to just follow it. Team own the plan, team understand and like the clear vision, where organization going, what are the XYZ factors, what is the benefit organization gonna get when they finish this work on time, and you do the risk analysis properly with the right set of people in the starting of the project, and you try to understand and you brainstorm how can I shorten my critical paths. By doing these five things, it significantly boosts the probability of success for these kind of like tight timeline projects. So thank you so much, guys, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel, and see you in another session. Thank you so much.